What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the program. I'm your man, Thunder Dan. And there's a whole lot of stuff happening as usual, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to report on the crazy activity going out there. They got the January 6th tapes were released. They're finding some goodies on that. You got never Trumpers saying they're going to vote for Trumpers, but you also have celebrities saying that they will move out of the United States. The list is growing. Somebody just added their name to it. I cannot remember who it was, but it was like Bette Midler, Cher, and somebody else just popped off. And then you got the Cassie and Diddy stuff jumping off. That's a wild story right there alone. I like to touch on that first. And then most important, I mean, you got these ghost buses out there. They're talking about for the Stop the Steal rally on January 6th that they had a bunch of buses pull up with basically, you know, the feds. And it was all like, it's weird. It's like January 6th, they pumped all this information down our throat like it was this and that. But we seen it on TV. It was a little wild at the beginning, but then it was just like, it was over. It was over before it started. But we got to get into it, baby. We're going to get into it. This is the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. You in the jungle, baby. Wake up. It's time to die, baby. It's time to die. Make sure you like and sub up. And let's just jump. Let's jump into this P. Diddy whole thing. I'm not a big fan of Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy has always been aloof. I mean, he had some good hits back in the day, but he wasn't writing them. The Lox was writing them. The Notorious B.I.G. was writing them, and all this other stuff. He had Sean John though. I had this Sean John coat that was super dope. It had real fur on the thing where everybody's wearing like the black coat with the fur collar, but mine was real fur, so it wouldn't be all clumpy. You know, you had to spend a little extra money to get the Sean John. But it was sweet. And then, of course, he had Mace. And then Biggie died. But then there's all the rumors with Keith D was saying that Puffy was put the hit out on Tupac. So, I mean, I don't want to get too involved into that. But we are live, baby. We are live. So, shit, we can get anything we want, right? But I do want to tackle this whole Diddy thing with Puff Daddy. That he was out here, I guess. We all knew there were stories about Puff being out there. He was funny, and he would abuse people on TV. You used to see it. He used to make, like, back in the day, there was this show, Making the Band. He literally made these people walk like 17 miles to pick up like some fruitcake for him. It's funny it was fruitcake. I don't even think it was fruitcake. I think it was cheesecake. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
But I think that goes hand in hand with Puff. And it's all wild, but he's on, basically he's in, Cassie was his girlfriend. She was an artist. She was signed to Bad Boy. She had a couple hits, and she filed this lawsuit, I believe, for $30 million, saying that she got raped and was forced to do other stuff with other men and stuff. So, I mean, I don't understand why you just don't not show up no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa, wait a minute, a little too far. I don't think I'm going to get in my car and drive there and do that again. But I don't know. Some people are just like, oh, whatever. So I don't know. All this is weird, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's because, you know, I'm nice. They call me D-Nice. This is the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. Make sure you do like and subscribe because we always got that breaking news. But we're going to play this clip right here. This is on CNN. I mean, so Puffy is going to be in trouble. Puff's going to be in trouble. It's on CNN. It's on the Today Show. I saw it this morning after I dropped the kids off at school. So it's real. It's just civil, though. And supposedly the NYPD is not investigating. So we'll just have to see. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, we're live, so just bear with me. We're 100% live. I don't even know if anybody's watching. We'll check the phone right here, but we're going to go for it. This is CNN. This is CNN talking about the Puffy stuff, so I don't know how YouTube's going to feel about CNN reporting on the words, because like certain words you can't say on YouTube because you just get shadow banned and blocked. I'm already a part of the club, but, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But let's play this clip. See if I can't find this clip. Here we go. Here we go. All right, that's the one and only Jake Tapper from CNN. He's going to explain the whole P. Diddy thing. We'll just sit back and relax and watch this together and see what we come up with. I'm going to log into the phone, see if anybody's watching live or commenting.
Producer and musician Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, is facing a new federal lawsuit. His former girlfriend is alleging that he raped her and subjected her to years of physical and other kinds of abuse. Let's bring in CNN's Gene Casares. Gene, walk us through the other allegations laid out in this lawsuit.
Well, these are serious. These are really, really serious. First of all, this is a civil case. It's filed in federal court in New York, the District Court of the Southern District of New York. And it's under the Adult Survivors Act, which is just about to expire, but it allows someone that has allegations of this nature far in the past to bring this civil action for monetary damages. That is the justice at this point. But this young woman at the time, her name was Cassie Ventura. It was 2005. She was 19 years old, and she met and became the girlfriend and employee, she alleges, of Sean Diddy Combs, of his mega record label. She was a singer herself, but she goes on to say that during this time that she was abused, she was a part of the cycle of violence, physical and sexual abuse. There was uncontrollable rage. Some of the specifics she says that she was raped in her own home when she tried to leave him, that she was often beaten, kicked, punched, stomped on, resulting in bruises and burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding. That he blew up a man's car at one point when he thought that that man was interested in her, that he introduced her to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol, substance abuse, and required her to produce illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions.
And that's 100% real. And
Producer
supposedly, I didn't know this, but the car that Diddy allegedly tried to blow up was Kid Cudi's. So it's wild out there. I mean, I have no clue what that is, but what are you going to do? I mean, that's just wild. So I don't know what's going to happen with Diddy. Diddy always seems to get away with everything because, I mean, you had the Pac with Keith D and all that, but then you remember back in the day, I don't know, Jennifer Lopez, famous movie star. Well, her and Sean Combs used to date. And they were at a nightclub, and I guess something popped off in there. It was probably a label party, and shots were fired. They fled. Jennifer Lopez, the famous movie actress who's married to Ben Affleck right now, they fled in the car with Puffy because she was dating Puffy Combs. And I guess there was stuff about they wanted J-Lo to take the gun rap. There was all types of crazy stuff going on with that back in the day. And they were up in the club, and I think someone died. They ended up busting Shine, the rapper, and he ended up doing time. I think he did 15. He might have did 15 for Puff, and Puff came out and said, I still got your publishing. So, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But I don't know. That's all I got on that. But you always got the whole stories about Puff was funny. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Puffy was probably just living just a crazy, wild lifestyle. He a little fruity. It's like Will Smith, I guess, too. He had all that stuff with Will Smith coming out with that Dwayne Martin guy. But only one thing I can say is 50 Cent. I love 50 Cent. He's a Cancer the Crab like myself. And he sums it up. He's always been going after Diddy anyway. Rick Ross and all that. He goes after them all, but let's see what old 50 Cent got to say. Since we live, baby, we live. We just out here doing our thing. Let's put this up. Let's get a little bit of laughs out here.
Like, yo, it's like, yo, so, yo, when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like, we can just hang out, nigga, we gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and shit, and he was like, yo, why don't we, like, go shopping or some shit? I mean, like, I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him, because I was like, this nigga, like, the fucking, wait, this nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But this is a little fruit, Puppy's a fruit pile. Trust me. You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there. You should sit out there for no reason. Like, you don't see accident pictures with me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, later you gonna find out a little shit that I be saying be real. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts. Right. It hurts people and they don't want to hear that shit. But I'm trying to tell you, nigga asked me, could he take me shopping? And it fucked me up because I'm looking like, what the fuck did this nigga just say? I want to take you shopping. I got a bankroll out this motherfucker. I want to take you shopping. Why? Because when you walk around looking so motherfucking good, I'm going to feel like, God damn it, that motherfucker with me. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. But when a nigga tell me he want to take me shopping, what the fuck is the matter with this nigga?
Wait, hold on. Well, where was this at?
This was at the wedding. Right after the wedding. Like, yo.
So that's 50. But 50 always been going hard against Diddy. But let's really get into the story I really want to get into. I want to get into these ghost buses. I guess supposedly the, what was it, Mullins was talking to Ray because Ray was up on Capitol Hill. And he was testifying under oath, of course. And the senator, I believe it's the Senate, brought up the thing about ghost guns, or ghost buses. Or not Ghostbusters, not none of that. It's just, it is what it is. But I guess he's trying to allude to that there is certain people out there that were on these buses that look like feds, and there's video evidence of it. And he had a still shot up in the background, but he's questioning him. And I like this man right here. I like this man. And let's find out what's going on here, because it's Higgins. Higgins in question is testifying against the head of the FBI. Let's just play. Let's get into it because we wilding out here. I want a Ferrari. I want a Ferrari.
Last year, you might recall, sir, our exchange regarding the FBI's involvement on January 6th and prior. I'm happy to jog your memory to quote, according to the record, I asked you, did you have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters positioned inside the Capitol on January 6th prior to the doors being opened? You responded, I quote, again, I have to be very careful of what I say. To which I said, it should be a no. Can you not tell the American people no? We did not have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters positioned inside the Capitol on January 6th. A year has passed. We sit here again a year later, we the people, still do not have a definitive answer from you or anyone else in the Biden administration regarding the FBI presence and participation in the months leading up to the November election and in the weeks and days prior to January 6th and on January 6th here in D.C. We can't get a straight answer, although we have a tremendous amount of evidence harvested and reviewed over the course of the last year, which you will see. In September, Stephen D'Artano, formerly in charge of the FBI's field office in Washington, D.C., testified to the House Judiciary Committee that he was aware the FBI informants would attend the Stop the Steal rally thrown on January 6th. You confirmed that the FBI had confidential human sources at the Stop the Steal rally on January 6th here in D.C., sir?
Congressman, as we've discussed before, I'm not going to get into where we have or have not used confidential human sources. But what I can tell you, you asked for a definitive
answer. We'll move on.
Answer.
It's my time. You said no, you're not going to answer. That's cool. We're watching.
Mr. Chairman, may I answer the question?
Your moment will come. This is my time. Earlier this year, an FBI informant who is reported to have, quote, his quote, under oath, marched to the U.S. Capitol with fellow Proud Boys members on January 6th, close quote. He said he was communicating with his FBI handler while people were entering the U.S. Capitol. Can you confirm that the FBI had that sort of engagement with your own agents embedded into the crowd on January 6th?
If you are asking whether the violence at the Capitol on January 6th was part of some operation orchestrated by FBI sources and/or agents, the answer is emphatically
You're saying
not.
no?
No.
You're saying no?
Not
Okay.
violence
He's saying
orchestrated
no.
by
Here it
FBI
comes.
sources
Here it
or
comes.
agents.
Are you familiar with you know what a ghost vehicle is? Director of the FBI certainly should. You know what a ghost bus is?
A ghost bus?
Ghost bus.
I'm not sure I've used that term before.
Okay. Well, it's pretty common in law enforcement. It's a vehicle that's used for secret purposes. It's painted over. These two buses in the middle here, they were the first to arrive at Union Station on January 6th, 0500. I have all this evidence. I'm showing you a tip of this iceberg.
Mr. Chairman.
These two buses
Mr.
were
Chairman.
painted completely white. These buses are nefarious in nature and were filled with FBI informants dressed as Trump supporters and deployed onto our Capitol on January 6th. Your day is coming, Mr. Ray.
Oh shit! They cut him off too. If you watch the whole thing, he wants to go more. He has to extend his time, and they're like So there's something with that because that's 100% media silent, baby. It's media silent. You can't find too much on the ghost bus or the ghost vehicles, but there's evidence out there. We've seen the pictures. I don't know if you remember seeing the pictures, but we've seen people in all black changing into Trump stuff, putting on like MAGA gear. Can we find that? And that alone is wild, right? So, here we go. Here we go. And this is it right here. So there's definitely something to this. And eventually the truth always comes out to the light. I don't know how it does, but if you just keep asking questions, the truth's going to come out. It's going to come out. So let's pull this up right here. This is a TikTok or something. So it's going to be all square. Let's move it on over here then. She said delete that too. So they right there, they changing their clothes right there. In public. So what are you gonna do? That's what I'm saying. All this truth stuff's coming out. It's all coming out. There's not too much they can do no more. So I don't understand. I guess it's just gonna be a slow burn. And then you got the Never Trumpers are out there going wild. They're talking about how they're going to run. And then the January 6th tapes got released. Don't have too much on it. It just came out technically a few hours ago. We Friday, baby. It's Friday night. So we're giving you that Friday night hype. Let's see if we can... Yeah, this is from my man Dom Lucre, I believe it is, but I love him. He's a great follow. He's a great follow on X or Twitter. You still call it that. Let's put this up. But this is basically he's saying that I believe these people were cuffed and told to leave, but then they get uncuffed and they get other stuff given to them. So all these tapes are going to come out. It's only a matter of time now, baby. It's just a matter of time. The truth always comes. You know, the cream rises to the top. Make sure you always like and sub up, baby. Like and sub up to the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. In the jungle, baby.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
Let's play this. This got no sound, so. I guess we got to put it up on the screen. We got to hit the right button. But as you see here, Looks like they're escorted and he's in soft handcuffs. You see that? And he's bending over to release him. Now he's undoing the front. So he's definitely in a soft cuff. And he's got like a fanny pack. He's got boots on. Definitely looks fed. Definitely a fed. The hat. That guy might be in charge that came in to get him. And he's like, yeah, that's my guy, because he pointed at him. And it's looking like I got two other over there. They need to come out. Yeah, definitely a Fed operation. Yeah, because he's in charge, whoever this guy is. This guy right here, definitely in charge because he's cuffed. See, they're cuffing him. They're undoing the cuffs right there, and they're going to let him out. So he undoes the front cuffs. Oh, he gives him the fist dap to get out. And then he's got to go back, and he's telling him, yeah, man, I'm FBI, baby. All right, release him. He's going to leave. He's got something in that bag, information. And he's got to say, hey, I got more people over here. Let's go get him out. Let's go get him out. So I think that's something going on there. So, and it's wild. It's just wild out there. It's all unfolding. It's either going to be World War III. There might not be no election in 2024. I don't know what's going on. But they're losing. They're throwing all these shots at Elon now. I think IBM, Apple. There's some other companies now that are not going to advertise on Twitter. And they want to break, because Twitter basically is the only free platform where, and I don't even know how much free that is, because Elon supposedly has a Tesla in space floating around. So, I mean, maybe Elon knows this system. He's going to try to, I don't know, rearrange some stuff. But we'll get into that later. But let's get into these never Trumpers, man. These never Trumpers. They're all out there. They're talking about they're going to move away. But here's a wild one. Michael Rappaport, who I used to like, thought was funny, but then Dave Portnoy sort of abused him. And I saw him because he went all that Trump derangement syndrome, a never Trumper. I think he just wanted to be relevant in the business. He should have went the other way. Probably could have got more love. He's like Howard Stern now. You know what I mean? Howard Stern used to be funny as fuck. And now Howard Stern's just he's just a piece for the machine, I guess. But let's play this. This is Michael Rappaport right here. This is him. This is your boy. This is our boy. He's in True Romance. Awesome movie. If you haven't seen True Romance, it's Quentin Tarantino's first movie he wrote. It's a classic. I love it. It's in my top 10 movies of all time. Maybe I should do a top 10 movies of all time. That'd be awesome, right? But let's just play this. This is a never Trumper. A never Trumper. Hates Trump. Been tweeting about Trump. Talks Trump all day long. Trump sucks. Trump. But I guess everybody's in for a rude awakening one day, they say.
If it comes down to pig dick Donald Trump and smoking Joe Biden, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Voting for pig dick Donald Trump is on the table. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I'll still call him slob dick Donald Trump, pig dick Donald Trump, and all that. But we need to get this whole fucking situation under control. If it comes down to pig dick Donald Trump,
so that's it.
And
that's
smoking
it.
Joe Biden, I'm sorry.
I guess that's his thing. He just calls him pig dick and all that shit. But they all fading, baby. They're fading. We winning, baby. We winning. Feels good to win. Tiger blood, you know what I'm saying? You got to have that tiger blood. And what are you going to do, people? What are you going to do? You got to get out and vote, baby. You got a phone in your pocket. Call your representatives. Tell them you're not going to put up with this. That's the only way we're going to get out of this. They tell us they have the numbers. They don't. The Mockingbird media is just telling us what they want us to tell us, but they don't have the numbers. And I get it. We busy. We busy all day long. 9 to 5s, 6 in the mornings, night shift. People are doing stuff. Inflation's tight. You're picking groceries now. You're picking groceries. Like, do I need this? I need that. Shit's fucked up out there. People are waking up. And it's time for a change, baby. We need to be better. We can be the lost city of Atlantis here in the United States of America. All these corporations sell everywhere around the world. And that's all they want is wars and keep people dumb. So it's always peace and love, baby. It's always peace and love. The Rock and Roll Rebel Show loves you. I'm your man, Thunder Dan. And we're going to leave out here with the great one and only. This new jam right here is hot. It's on the rotation right now. And we're going to jump into this. And then we out of here, baby. We out of here. It's always peace and love. Peace and love, baby. We got to make that smaller, don't we?